Dear students, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing 12th Accountancy learning tips for board exam. See the portions. 1 words 98, 2 marks 47, 3 marks 46, illustration 180 and exercise sums 184. To cover all these portions, I have uploaded another video study plan for commerce with the CA students and commerce with business max students. Those who have not watched, you can watch that video also. See here, learning tips. First you start the difference between, you thorough all the difference between questions. See, I have given the questions in with the chapter number. And 10th chapter, don't leave any question, learn all the questions. Any question may be asked, so all questions in that chapter are important. Now we'll see the 2 marks or 3 marks sums from chapter 1. Profit or loss. Ascertain profit or loss. Then missing figures, you have to thorough. And additional sums for practice I have given here. Illustration 1 to 5, exercise 1 to 5. And prepare statement of affairs. I have given the exercise sums also. And find out credit sales. Find out total sales. Prepare bills receivable account to compute bills received from the debtors. And calculate credit purchases. So these are 2 marks or 3 mark questions. Then chapter 2, how the following items are dealt with in the final accounts. You have to say where it will be shown in the final accounts. Next, this one is a very easy sum for receipts and payments account. And these all are related to subscription. All this simple sum, small 2 marks, 3 marks sums, adjustment with adjustment. And how the following items will appear in the final accounts. This also related to subscription. These all are related to subscription. This question number 13 is very important. Most of the time you can see in the government question paper. So these all are 8 to 13. You can see all the subscription related sums. Now next is sports material, consumable items. How to show the consumable items in the final accounts. And prize fund, that you have to show how it will appear in the final accounts. And compute capital fund. You have to prepare the opening balance sheet and find the capital fund. Next, chapter 3, interest on capital calculation and journal entry. The next is some interest on capital on opening capital and additional capital. And here closing capital is given, so you have to calculate the opening capital first and you have to find the interest on capital. Next, here interest on capital you have to compute and under 3 situations. So this is also very easy sum. And then interest on drawings. With direct method and product method and average period method. These all are the sums. And next is calculation of salary and commission for the partners and past journal entry. And commission before charging such commission and after charging such commission. This sum also important. And here interest on partner's loan, the journal entry may be asked. So two journal entries are there for providing and for closing interest on partner's loan account. And chapter 4, goodwill, you be thorough, you work out all 11 sums. Here first finding the average profit, and here remuneration is given, and next is super profit method with remuneration, and annuity method. Annuity value will be given. You have to find the super profit, goodwill with the annuity method values, and goodwill by capitalizing super profit and capitalization method, and weighted average profit method. Next, chapter 5, distribution of reserves, accumulated profits, and then accumulated loss. For that journal entry, and simple revaluation account with journal entries, and simple ratio sums. Here old ratio and new ratio is given. It is easy to find only the sacrificing ratio. And the next one is the new partner will receive his share only from one partner. So that sum will also be easy. Next is adjustment of goodwill. 46, question number 46, adjustment of goodwill. The new partner will bring goodwill in cash. So that for that you have to pass journal entry. If he brings if he brings goodwill in cash, immediately the partner will withdraw the entire amount. In the next sum, the partner will withdraw half of the amount of the goodwill brought by the new partner. Chapter 6, distribution of accumulated profits, reserves and losses. Journal entries you have to pass. Revaluation of assets and liabilities, journal entry, and you have to show the revaluation account. And simple gaining ratio and calculation of new ratio in retirement. Here the first one, new ratio, old ratio and new ratio is given. You have to find only the gaining ratio. And the retiring partner share will be taken up by only one partner. So that also easy to find. And the another one is they have given old ratio and nothing else about the any detail about the gaining share, nothing is given. So what you have to do is the retiring partner's share you have to remove here, Roja. So 5 you will take off, and then so the remaining 4:3 would be the new ratio. So this is easy to calculate, you can do it. And adjustment for goodwill, the gaining partner will give a goodwill to the retiring partner. So for that also journal entries. And here also adjustment for current year. If they go in the middle of the year, then or in the beginning of the year after some months, then you have to calculate the profit or loss up to the date of retirement. And settlement amount due to the retiring partner, how it is settled, and then amount due to a deceased partner. These all I have given only the heading. You refer the textbook and do the sums. Next is, this will give you an idea what are the sums you have to prepare, and you should not leave any sums. Please try to do all the sums, try to cover all the sums, and later whatever important sums are told by your teachers, you can thorough those sums also. Next is chapter 7, journal entries for calls in arrear, journal entry for forfeiture, and journal entries for reissue of forfeited shares, and issue of shares for cash in lump sum. This is very important. and issue of shares other than cash, and missing information given in page number 261. That question also repeated one. And next, comparative income statement, exercise 1 and 3 may be asked in 3 marks. And common size statement 6, 7, 9, trend analysis, sum number 12. And in chapter 9, calculate current ratio, the simple only one ratio will be asked to find. Those sums, these sums which I have given here is very easy. Even the slow learners can also work out. You can first practice with illustration and do the exercise sum by yourself, all these sums. Next is 3 marks or 5 marks. Some sums may be asked in 3 marks also or 5 marks also. Here is exercise 13 in chapter 1. Total sales. Here bills receivable account also you should prepare. So 2 accounts you are preparing here to find the total sales. Same way for total purchases also. Bills payable and total creditors. And application, if the partnership deed is silent, then they have to, how they will apply according to the Partnership Act. Some cases will be given. That is exercise 1. You go through that. And next, calculation of opening capital and finding the interest on capital, that may be asked in 5 marks or 3 marks. Then here in goodwill sum 4 and 5 you have to adjust the profit. Abnormal loss you have to adjust, and non-recurring income you have to adjust. If closing stock is given, that you have to adjust. So these sums may be expected in 3 marks and also in 5 marks. And revaluation, if they ask with the journal entry and revaluation account, it may be asked in 5 marks also. And distribution of accumulated profits, you have to pass journal entry and you have to prepare capital account. This may be asked in 5 marks also. And adjustment of current year's profit or loss, that also may be asked in 5 marks. And journalize the transaction relating to forfeiture. Here in this exercise 16, shares are issued at premium. So in that case, if the arrears are there for allotment, how the transaction will be, how the journal entry. So that may be asked in 3 marks or 5 marks. Next, here calculate current ratio, quick ratio, operate. Here 2 or 3 ratios are there, so it may be asked in both 3 marks and 5 marks. And next we are going to see only 5 marks. Chapter 1, calculate profit or loss. You have to find out if opening capital and closing capital is not given. You have to find both the capital and find the profit or loss. Calculate credit sales and credit purchase. 2 accounts you have to prepare. This may be asked in 5 marks also. And prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. And prepare receipts and payments. 5 marks they may ask. And then the comprehensive sum with adjustments. Capital account under fixed method and fluctuating method. You have to practice these. Sums are very important. Prepare profit and loss appropriation account with the journal entries. In chapter 5, again a revaluation account and prepare capital account also, and comprehensive sums. Same in chapter 6, revaluation account and capital account, comprehensive sums. Shares issued at par, simple sum, first 2 sum, second sum, then third sum over subscription, excess application are refunded. Next, pro rata basis over subscription will be adjusted. Both the method is combined here in this sum. Some applications are rejected and some will be adjusted on the basis of pro rata. And calls in advance, the full sum you have to do, and in the middle you have to pass calls in advance journal entry. Journal entries with reissue, forfeiture and reissue, full entire sum you have to do. And shares issued at premium, and in premium sum you have forfeiture, reissue. And chapter 8, comparative statement, then common size statement, trend analysis. These sums are very important. Next, chapter 9, 3 ratios or 4 ratios will be asked to calculate. And chapter 10, recently in a revision exam you got the journal entries, how you will record the transaction in Tally. You have to pass journal entry and you have to tell what type of voucher it will be used and what group it belongs to. So it is given in the textbook, so those problems you can go through and you can be thorough in those sums also. Thank you students for watching. I hope this video will be useful for the preparation of the board exam. Thank you for watching. If this video is useful, like, share, comment and subscribe.